quieter. Okay. Yeah. Turn that down. And we will continue where we left off. Oh crap, I forgot to look up the pistol today. So one of the things that was bothering me... okay, hold on.
Who sent you to find this person?
Daisy Fitzroy.
She's either a great hero or the worst of scoundrels, depending on whose story you tell.
She's good for an airship. I don't care if she's the queen of pop.
The path of the Vox Populi. Oh look, it's just some poor guy sitting there next to some things. Oh look, they're dead. Oh no. Again, like, it's just propaganda. Alright. The pistol is something that I was very interested in because it looks like a Mauser, but I don't, I don't think they get reloaded the way that they are being reloaded in this game. I don't know if that sentence was grammatically accurate, but I don't think it reloads the way that it's set up to be reloaded.
The truth is, I don't have a lot of time for all that prophecy nonsense. I tell you, belief is just a commodity. Old Comstock, well, he does produce, but like any tradesman, he's obliged to barter his product for the earthly ores.
Industries recruitment. We are not
Barn on Sawn alone. No, sir. That's
How are we going to get into think tank?
Illegally. Let's look for another way in.
Thank you for...
lest he soil his own.
And see, now I have to play the darn thing again.
The truth is, I don't have a lot of time for all that prophecy nonsense. I tell you, belief is just a commodity. Old Comstock, well, he does produce, but like any tradesman, he's obliged to barter his product for the earthly ore.
What do I need? That's fine.
You see, one does not raise a barn on sawn alone. No, sir. That's Fink timber, a Fink hammer, and Fink's hand to swing it. He needs me, lest he soil his own.
Anyway, so I'm not sure if that's the way you would reload a Mauser. I've never had or shot or even held one of those, so I really don't know. I was gonna look that up this afternoon and I just didn't get around to it.
Over there, the service line.
Today was an incredibly boring day, but I could not get around all the boring stuff I had to do. And what is up with like people and giving even Andrew Ryan in Rapture wasn't this in love with himself. And don't get me wrong, Andrew Ryan loved him some Andrew Ryan. Actually, a lot of people in there loved him. Oh god dang it. Ow.
mercy belongs to the Lord.
Man,
The Lord's judges.
get him. You know, they had multiple different founding fathers at the beginning. And I wonder why they only used George Washington. I mean, I'm sure the designers only used George Washington because, you know, everybody knows who he is. Eh! But I wonder why they decided to do that and not add, like, maybe a few Jefferson models in or something. Or Benjamin Franklin or something. Or more of those, because we really haven't seen them aside from the very beginning. And it's not like a dig at the game or anything. It's just, I'm just curious why they didn't bother adding more into it.
Here, ammo.
Okay, you just got done telling me how you didn't find anything. There we go, dead. Took it long enough. There we go. God dang.
That's all I've got.
Jeez. Anyone else? Let's see. Let's reload. Machine gun. We don't need that. Let's go looking for some health now. Good lord, that was painful in every sense. Alright, so Fink is just a salesman slash, you know, businessman. A completely justified businessman. Let's get that. Carbine ammo, let's do some of that. Volley gun, I really don't like the volley gun. Hand cannon, I would like to get a hand cannon. Patty whacker. Give me one of those. You know, it's also weird to me that in Bioshock 1 they used a revolver. Now, I know that was developed before this, but in this game we're using a semi-automatic pistol. It's also fine. I find that kind of strange. It's odd. It's odd to me.
Got a lock, needs picking.
Seems easy enough. Ready.
I'll pick up thine shotgun and treat my foes to my... what is it? My fury.
Connections to the outlaw Daisy Fitzroy.
Looks like our guy's drawn attention.
That's not good, is it?
No.
Again, who has like a bajillion statues of himself in his like office area? Maybe office areas being, you know, generous. Let's see, damage boost for the shotgun. I'll take it. Volley gun, no. Reload increase. That might be nice. Oh, I only got $71 though, so I guess that's not gonna happen. So I'll take the damage and walk away. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, no fatalistic ring the bell for your next assignment.
Okay.
God, I wish we still used silver and gold coins. That'd be awesome. Those must have been amazing days. I wouldn't know, though. I mean, life was a lot harder, granted, but at least you knew your money was worth something. Now we use, like, what? We don't even use, like, actual copper for pennies. Or do we? I don't even know anymore. It's been too long. What do we got here? Oh, of course.
I hold in my hand the private journal of Comstock's wife. It puts the lie to this miracle child nonsense. She loved the child not. It seems the sainted lady would have preferred to let the seed of the prophet just dry out on the bed sheets.
Oof. That's... oof. 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 That's brutal. So Slate...
Do you know what Daisy Fitzroy and her anarchist cronies want for you?
It's Slate's locker.
wow.
He must have worked here. This is my mother's diary.
The moment you do,
Why would Slate have
we'll
it?
see what those
Her
hyenas
husband claims the child was created from whole cloth, divine will. I am a believer, but I am not a fool. This bastard shall not be raised under this roof.
dreams, my friend. They don't come cheap.
She had me locked in that tower.
Elizabeth.
I just want to get out of this city. Please.
I'm not going to say it. Well, I guess I will say it again for people that are joining later today. You know, you have that power, Elizabeth. You've told me about it on like multiple occasions. So there's that. Well, you just happened to find that page.
My name is Jeremiah Fink, and I want to share with you my personal creed. What is the most admirable creature on God's green earth? Why, it's the bee. Have you ever seen a bee on vacation? Have you ever seen a bee take a sick day? Well, my friends, the answer is no. So I say, be the bee. Be the bee.
That's terrible advice, though. You got to take a sick day sometimes.
Hello?
Mr. DeWitt?
Yes?
Hold for Mr. Fink, please.
What's going on?
DeWitt, Fink here. Listen, my boy, we've had our eye on you, and I can tell you right now that you are our top candidate. Top! Now, my associate, Mr. Flambeau, will help you with anything you
pleased to make your acquaintance. Well, the man's got an ego.
Eek. So one of the things that I was actually thinking about today was that I don't really like a lot of the characters in this game, even though we don't meet that many of them as far as I can remember in person. And when we do, their only job is just to facilitate plot. They don't actually do much else beyond that. I mean, Elizabeth, she essentially is the plot, which breaks and reforges, and then breaks, then reforges, then breaks, then reforges.
Think, why is it that we get paid in tokens that are only good at the company store?
Oh, God.
Tell you what, I'll be damned if I let any of you poor folk get robbed at some shady establishment. You see, the Fink Company store brings you Fink products at a price designed specifically for the Fink worker.
Oh my God, company script.
Mr. DeWitt, welcome to Finkton. You'll find a variety of supplies here that should see you through your visit.
Yeah, company script. That's fantastic.
What does Mr. Fink want with us?
Excuse me, miss, but Mr. Fink's interest is strictly in the gentleman.
But why?
So sorry, young miss, but any questions regarding the gentleman's application should be taken up with Mr. Fink directly.
Oof. That woman just got told to shut the hell up.
Does it strike you as good news? Does it strike me as good news? What do you think? Head to the gunsmith or scavenge supplies by that clock shop?
Well, duh, we're gonna scavenge a little bit. Anyway, as I was saying, it appears to me, and again, it's been a little while since I played the game in completion, and of course we haven't reached the end, so there's always room for growth, but it appears that a lot of the characters that I don't like, in my opinion, are solely here to just simply facilitate the plot. They're not here to do much else other than that, which is, I think, one of the reasons I really don't like them. And even Bioshock 2 did this at least better than this. Did we have a damage boost for the big meanie gun? No? Well, I'll grab that anyway since it's obviously on a discount. There's no heart in many of them, or at least that's what it looks like. Oh my God, even like the first game, which had lots of background noise, didn't have background noise this bad. So we really, I mean, honestly, Daisy Fitzroy, she's only here to simply be the head of the Vox Populi, to just further that part of the game, or so what we can see, because we don't know anything about her. We don't know where she comes from. We know nothing. She's just simply a plot device and not a character, at least so far. I don't like that. Comstock, he is a plot device. He's not a character. We know that he's a liar, which granted, that makes him a little bit more of a character, but that's about as far as it goes. I mean, being a lying piece of crap doesn't make you a good character, or even a character at all. It's just kind of a part of who you are. We don't know anything about him. Now, granted, that knowing what I know left over from the first time I played the game, that's part of the mystery. We don't really know who Comstock is, or Booker. But I think that's one of the major problems that they have, is that they've added a layer of mystery to these characters, and in so doing, kind of hurt them as characters. Okay, why can't I go forward? I hate invisible walls. But there's stuff right there. Ah, don't do that. Nope, nope, nope. How do I stop this? There we go. Let's see. No jobs today. The early bird catches the worm. Well, if there's no jobs, then how is it? You know what? Never mind. I don't even care. Fink apparently is. Oh crap! Why is someone shooting at me? But it appears that Fink may have more of a character to him so far. I don't know. Gotcha. Why? I've done nothing. And now that I've got my hand, these are Fink's people, I would assume, right? Well, obviously the machine guns don't care. But at least that's what that's what I think is a great way to describe them, is that these characters are barely characters. They're simply meant to further plot. And so they just simply have these characters show up, further the plot, and then... Whoa, what?
You hear that? Music. It's coming from that tear.
I never heard that song before.
I don't suspect anyone's heard that song.
I didn't even hear the song. What was it? Well, I guess we won't find out now. Let's see here. Are you shooting at me? I don't even know. What are you doing? Yeah, you're shooting at me. Aren't you supposed to commit suicide afterwards, or is that just people? Yeah, I think that the characters here really need a lot more work, because we spend so much time blasting through the game to get to the next major plot point that we don't actually have the time to spend on any level. Like, there's no reason for me to stay on any level. And that's one of the things that I think that the Big Daddies and Little Sisters added a lot to the game, or to BioShock 1, is they added a reason to hang around. You know, there was a reason not just to just blare through the story. You could, but, you know, there was a reason why the levels were designed the way they were, and I think they were functional as well as fun. Do I need health? No, I don't. So I don't need this at all. And, man, that background noise is annoying. Oh, god dang it. More of these. Okay, so let's do this real quick.
One day, ain't nobody noticed me. Then they think I done for Lady Comstock. Well, everybody noticed me. I head to Finkton, and I hide deep. The more they look, deeper I go. Only thing a color child can count on.
Doesn't look like we can enter now.
Okay, well, at least we got some more information from her, but her character is basically that she's black and mistreated. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's a little bit of a trope, and, you know, I know that it fits in here, but it's just, yeah. Oh my, that's not good. Let's take a look here. Oh, did everybody leave? That looks like it. Oh, that guy's dead. Jeez. Wait, did I miss that? Oh, he's not dead. What's he doing here? Is he supposed to be dead? He's just lying here. Okay, weird. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be for, but okay. So do I need salts? I think I'm full on that, so yeah, I guess we'll just keep going on to the, oh, hello.
Here it is, Booker. Check.
Where? Oh, hello. I don't want to do that yet. Let's keep moving on. Moving on. But in this game, like, there's really no reason for me to stay around and explore too much, other than just to simply, I guess, doing what I'm doing now, scavenging for stuff. But the levels just don't feel as interesting as BioShock 1's, and I think part of that is because there is no little sister, big daddy thing to fight for or to look for. And I think that's a real detriment, especially when the first two games had such great examples of how well that could be used to engage and draw in the player, because it gave the player an enemy to fight that really wasn't always an enemy. Ugh. Oh, hello. Lore. Let's see what we got. Crime comes to Shantytown. Wait, vagrancy's a crime? Oh, that. Alright, so ironically, the company script that he gives people isn't enough to live off of, so that's cool. Creepy as hell. And I don't think we can go up here yet. I think we have to deal with the gun. Yeah, we have to deal with the gunsmith first. But the next thing is that we don't really focus on any characters other than Elizabeth and Booker, and the focus that we get on them, in my opinion, is not really the focus you want to have. We focus on, let's say, when I say focus, when we do focus on them, we just find more information that destroys the plot. So, like, for instance, like I brought up yesterday, the entire time I was playing, that she had the power to leave here whenever she wanted. She does not need Booker or anyone to help her. She is completely capable of leaving this place.
I have a pressing need to speak to this so-called false shepherd, stirring up so much trouble. We got enough problems without this damn fool shooting up the city and blaming it all on the Fox. So if he's amiable, yeah, he might be just the fellow we need for our immediate concerns.
Okay, so again, we find out what we already know. She wants to use us. Well, la-di-da, we know that.
Here's some cash.
Hooray!
Great.
There's the naked demon lady. A little bottle. Let's see here. So, yeah, so when we find out more about Elizabeth's power, she keeps giving us more information.
It's Gautama Buddha, the founder of Buddhism. Spent 49 days under a Bodhi tree until he achieved enlightenment.
Someone tells me Comstock doesn't cater to idols getting worship that ain't him.
Well, that's probably true.
Hello?
Ooh,
Hello?
shotgun.
Mr. Lin? Chen Lin? Is anybody here? Someone worked this place over.
Really?
Little constabulary, no doubt.
Just looks like some stuff got knocked around, but doesn't look too bad.
There's someone downstairs.
Ooh, I wonder who this could be. Do I shoot her?
Excuse me. Ma'am, I'm sorry to bother you. We're looking for Mr. Lin. Mr. Chen Lin?
Mr. Lin, not here. He gone.
Gone?
They take flying squad. I pray, Gautama Buddha. Pray, give husband back. Give back to Maylin.
Where did they take him?
Club. Everyone take to good time club.
Where is this club? Ma'am, please, where is this club?
Booker will find him. Just leave her be.
Why not Fox fully help Chen Lin? Why not Daisy Fitzroy help Chen Lin?
It's a great question.
Who are the flying squad?
Cops. The kind who probably got their boot on Lin's throat asking him how well he knows Leslie Fitzroy.
Isn't she the one we're working for?
As a matter of fact, it is. Let's figure out where this good time club is.
Yeah, I already went there. So, Mrs. Lin so far has more of a character than anybody else, but that's okay. Or at least a more believable character. She even asks interesting questions, like, why isn't anyone helping me? Like the people that are supposed to oppose it. God dang, man.
Found something soon.
Oh god. This guy hurts. Oh, that sucks. Run!
So, don't let money come between you and your
They seriously just not have anything slow you down, bro? Oh, what the hell? I'm stuck. Also running out of ammo. Ow! God dang, man. Glad I don't have much ammo left. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have to throw stuff at him soon. Well, there goes that. Oh, run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Health, ammo, something. Salts, I'll take salts. Go, run. Run! Can't run. Can't stop right now, honey. Thank you. That's an upgrade station. That's not ammo, is it? I don't think it's ammo. No! Ow! God dang it! At least this should give me a little bit of a boost. Ay, 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 run! Run! Alright, so now, I thought I saw someplace where I can get ammo over here, and health. Hopefully. Well, I'm really sorry to hear that every step you take is pain. I really, I can't relate, but I'm very sorry to hear that. Do I have hand cannon ammo? Well, that's not my fault, man. There we go. When shooting, empty clips would have been auto-filling without reload. Let's just take that. I'm not interested in that. Alright. That was fun. It only took every single piece of ammo I had.
I don't much care for you, Mr. DeWitt. I must admit, you know your way around a brawl. There it is, Mr. DeWitt.
We just need to head inside and find Mr. Lin.
Now, another thing that I think really kind of does, and this is more just an aesthetic thing, is that when you upgrade guns, like, you never really get a chance to see what those upgrades look like. In Bioshock 1 and 2, at least they put the effort in to show you what those upgrades look like. Okay.
Being evaluated. But I've watched you since the other day at the lottery.
Do it.
You're a brute. And in times like this, I could use a brute.
What do you want, Fink?
High labor unrest is coming to it. Now, Fitzroy has got the jungle all riled up. A man like me could have use of an old Pinkerton like you.
Go ahead.
Done.
Let's find Shen Lin and get the hell out of here.
Now, all I ask is that you finish what you started with. Wouldn't want to disappoint the other applicants. Our first candidate is a veteran of Peking. Now, what's that they say about old soldiers? Frankly, my money's on you. He's something of an old hand at handling explosives. Only man I know who hasn't lost a limb working with
Over
them.
there, fireman!
Yet.
Why would you? There we go. I need you to be on my side for a little bit. Kill your friends. Thank you. Hey Graham, what's going on? We are just trying to finish this little section here. Talking a little bit about why the characters, I think, in not Fallout, jeez, Bioshock Infinite. Oh god, no, run! Well, that hurt.
Over here!
Much obliged.
Why the characters in Infinite, I think, are severely lacking in comparison to, let's say, Bioshock 1 and 2. And every time I talk about it, I think something happens or somebody begins talking on the in the game, so it keeps stopping me. But I think a lot of the characters here are shallow and don't actually have a whole lot to them.
Is a former devotee of Lady Comstock. But without the old gal, they don't know quite what to do with themselves. Think this one up at a hiring fair for a song.
Alright, so we still don't know anything about Lady Comstock. We know that she really doesn't like Elizabeth, which is fair. That's a fair thing. Alright, where are you? Gotcha. Oh, there's more? Okay. Ah, give me the ammo. Give me the guns. More guns. Jeez. One second. I'll get back onto this topic in just a moment. God dang. Alright, give me that. Alright, now give me some ammo. There's gotta be ammo everywhere for this thing. But yeah, and the reason for that, I personally think, and you know, some people might disagree, but they are simply here to facilitate plot. They're not actually here to be characters, and that's the problem with them. God dang it.
Opening acts. Your true rival is an expert with the automata. Wants to replace all our security with machines. I'll give the old boy credit, though. It would be fewer mouths to feed.
And so that's one of the biggest reasons I have problems with them is the fact that Elizabeth's character is probably the closest thing we have to a character, but she alone breaks the story she is supposed to have about her. I'm not quite sure what Fink's character is supposed to be, but alright, whatever. Oh, he's right there. For someone who's supposed to want me to not die, he's certainly trying to kill me. At least whenever one of the bad guys in Bioshock 1 or 2 tried to kill me, they actually wanted me dead. Well, isn't that nice?
Congratulations, DeWitt! You know, when your name was first passed to me, I wasn't quite sure you were the man for the job. But now, I can say with certainty that I was quite wrong.
I'm not interested in your job, Fink.
Now, I know all about your little job for Fitzroy. But do you really want to take her offer over mine? Do you know how many people would kill to be head of Fitz Security? You're a tough nut to crack.
Alright, let's see here. Let's get my health back up. Let's buy me some machine gun ammo. Pistol ammo, shotgun ammo. Where's my hand cannon? There it is. Oh, there's a shotgun. Fantastic.
I will get what I want.
Hey, so so most of these characters' goal or a whole reason for being here isn't even. Oh, God dang it! I could have just gotten health packs rather than buying health. Their whole job here isn't to actually be characters. They're just here to basically facilitate the plot. There's nothing necessarily wrong with that, but having a character or two like that is, I think, somewhat passable. I don't want to say that though. That'd be nice, but what am I doing now? Yeah, let's equip that. I don't even like Skylines.
You want to take a look at this?
But it just feels like all the characters are here to do that, and I'm not a fan of it. I do not like characters that exist solely to push the plot forward, because, well, one, they're not really characters, they're plot devices, and two, they're boring. They're absolutely, utterly boring. I can't stand boring characters. And well, I take it back. There are some boring characters that I quite enjoy, but they're ironically very boring.
There's a door over here. I think that's the way down.
Let's go ahead and listen to another one of these.
I had thought you a fool, dear brother, when you told me that you heard wonderful music trumpeting from holes in the thin air. I began to doubt your mental integrity. But not only have you made your fortune from these doodads, you have lit the path for me as well.
Okay. So far, Fink is probably the best person that we have that's got a character. God dang. I can't aim to save my life. Also, these guys are really tough. I can just... Vox Anarchist, Daisy Fitzroy, Labor Agitator. Anyway, that's really kind of like my take on the way that some of these characters are. Like, we don't know anything about most of these characters, and that's fine. Like, there's a mystery box to open up here eventually, but some of these mysteries are just really, really bad. Or they don't even have a mystery box. They're here to basically send me on a mission. I'm here to give them stuff, and then we're on our way. And we don't even... Oh, God dang it.
Demonstrate the folly of men striking, throwing down tools. I'll tell you this. Sometimes there's precious need for folks like Fitzroy. Because of folks like me.
Again, for someone... Ah! There we go. So the case of Daisy Fitzroy, so far, she is supposed to be like one of the bad people in this place, but we don't figure her out. We don't even know she exists until, well, halfway through the game.
Know you can hear us. Want to say something? We want us to bring in Mrs. Lynn for company. Throw a bucket of ice water on him. We got 3 more to bring in tonight.
Let's just see if we can find something out about here. Or find something out about this guy. No, that's it. Okay. Not sure why this even exists right now.
No privies down here.
They treat them like animals.
I mean, kind of. Animals get to go out.
To tax the black more than the white, is that not cruel? To forbid the mixing of the races, is that not cruel? To give the vote to the white man and deny it to the yellow, the black, the red, is that not cruel? But is it not cruel to banish your children from a perfect garden? Or drown
He looks... You were right. Sparing him was no mercy.
what is Columbia, if not the schoolhouse of the Lord?
Of course, Comstock, super racist, awful person.
Catch, Mr. DeWitt.
But like again, they're Comstock's like character is essentially just that. So,
It's easy enough.
among other things, but really just seems like that's his character.
And look at people have done to deserve to be locked up in a place like this.
Melee strikes against staggered enemies at a 60% chance to hit a critical hit. What am I doing now? Let's just take it. Well, not equip it, but let's just take it.
Don't need much of a reason.
No. He doesn't.
You want to take a look at this?
I'll give it a whirl. This is it, isn't it?
Yep. Number 9.
There you go.
Do it? You're a lion. But you can't blame me for looking after my own interests, can you? Now I know Fitzroy has come calling, but I think you'll find your business with her has come to an end. Lions walk with lions, DeWitt, not hyenas.
I'm not familiar with lions or hyenas. Jesus, scared me. Let me guess. Our dear friend is dead. Well, that's useful.
Too late. God damn it.
This is what he meant.
Now we need to find someone else to make those guns.
No.
Dead is dead, Elizabeth.
Dead. He's dead.
What the hell?
I see heads.
And I see tails.
It's all a matter of perspective.
Why are you following us? Who sent you? Comstock? What do you want?
What do you see here from this angle?
Dead.
Listen.
And that angle?
Alive.
Walker. Chen Lin.
The body's gone.
It was never here.
It's another Columbia.
Different Columbia.
The same coin.
A different perspective.
Heads.
Tails.
Dead.
Alive.
We have to go through to this other Columbia.
It's like riding a bicycle.
Never really forgets.
One just needs the courage to climb aboard.
What?
I don't think he'll be able to bring us back.
Why?
Are you sure you're ready?
If I could smack my head against this table, I would right now. This just... Okay, so we're about to walk into another timeline. And this is where everything just goes bat crap crazy. At least from a story perspective. So we're about to literally just leave this timeline and walk into another timeline to get the things that we need. But wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. Does Daisy Fitzroy need these specific guns in her timeline? Oh, and did I make the same agreement with her in that timeline? No.
Okay, open it.
So yeah, we break this open, and by the way, we don't know what we're doing here yet.
There's no blood.
And no body.
It's another world, Walker.
Oops.
Something tells me one dead gunsmith is the only thing that's changed.
Yeah, whenever they start skipping timelines, that's when things get really, really crazy. Because yeah, you're just like, oh, we just need one thing changed. It's like, but you're changing entire worlds. You're changing everything. This isn't just a tiny little change, which the game actually answers by, you know, having the Vox Populi down in here. So we didn't warp through time. I guess you did warp through time and space, or dimensions, I should say, or timelines. I mean, I don't even know. What did we just do? Did we just flip? You just literally flip to another place? So he's still messed up. So obviously not everything's different. Right? It's like the game just simply ignores the parts that it doesn't want to think about. I thought I could pick something up or talk to somebody.
Daisy Fitzroy. Come on, you piece of bullshit. Tell me about Daisy Cut 'em Loose. What? Scarfield says cut 'em loose. Then bringing his tools to the lockup. Keep him clean, I guess. Why? What are you, the Columbia Gazette? The chick's wife got friends in high places. Come on. We need to settle.
I don't understand how Shanlin is alive now.
We're in a world where he's never murdered. Somewhere we'll find out why, I suppose.
I don't
Hello.
suspect you can change something like that and have everything else remain the same.
A code book. So again, in order to have friends in high place, so actually think of it this way: the Comstock we were gonna fight now, he's gone. So now we're dealing with a completely different Comstock, or at least we should, ideally, or at least one that is no longer the same. And one that does not know that we exist yet, or at least know that we are gone. Unless, of course, they have their own.
Not in this world. Look at their noses. They're all bleeding.
Yeah, again, more crap that doesn't make much sense, because we're jumping timeline.
Remember what?
Being dead.
Okay, now you can bring the dead back to life. So we didn't jump timelines. Like, I don't even know what you just did. Oh my gosh.
I'm looking for more.
Well, that's fine. There we go. Yeah.
The other worlds, he was the one who was strung up on the wall.
The other
Oh,
one,
there's a guy strung up on the wall?
this whole business makes my head hurt.
So again, like, do I really want to go through all this again? Kind of, I do, yeah. So again, we have a completely different set of characters.
Want it?
So not completely different set of characters. We have the same characters being reused and recycled for different purposes, and some things change for convenience while others remain the same for convenience. Now, I would stand to reason that whenever you're traveling different timelines where people make different decisions and different outcomes occur, of course you're going to completely change the course of history. So it doesn't really make sense to me why, you know, Chen Lin ever got arrested to begin with if his wife is in high places. The people there would know that. And then again, why does in this world, why does an Asian man's wife have any friends in high places? Right? If racism is a big deal here, that's a big problem. Now, let's say that it isn't. That makes the very beginning of this game completely irrelevant right now, which is what it was, you know, where they say, hey, the immigrant is, you know, the devil and oh my god, everything's terrible. That's no longer applicable. It completely destroys everything we've done so far just so we can do a little time jump. I even get to, oh no, but don't worry, this safe still opened. It conveniently destroys itself while building itself up again. Oh man. I would at least say up until this point the game was meh. This is where it just starts to go downhill. Gunsmith set free. It's, I mean, again, I really don't like to nitpick, but again, it's just, if you just write out the events on a piece of paper and just actually just not choreo, but like just organize them and say, okay, well, this is one timeline, this is the other timeline. Okay, what does this actually do to the rest of the story? If racism really isn't that big of a deal anymore, and that's fine if it's not. We could literally be transported to a different world. The problem is Chen Lin is Asian, and we know these people don't really view them highly. So if that's the case, why the hell is she ever allowed to have somebody in high places? And they say, oh, it's Fink's head of security. I don't think that would actually stop. I really don't think that would actually stop this here. Oh, whoops. God dang it.
I've got ammo.
Give me ammo.
Appreciate it.
Get him. Yeah, boy. Yeah, so they conveniently, they rewind and redo some things while at the same time leaving other things in place. Now, part of me could just say, "Oh, well, that's in place because the designers didn't really know, or they missed it, or whatever." But another part of me says they did it because they didn't. You know, it's a functional choice, not a actual story choice. But I think it detracts from the story whenever you do that. If we just jump timelines, that means there's another Booker and another. Oh God, I'm gonna die. There's another Booker and there's another Elizabeth, or is there? And if there isn't one, then what are we doing? I'm assuming there are multiple Bookers and multiple Elizabeths, but again, oh my God, what happened to them? Did we just take over? Like, what happened? Oh my God, so many questions. Time travel causes so many problems in every single world. I mean, Back to the Future's fun, but I mean, it asks a lot of questions, or sorry, it puts together a lot of questions. It answers some of them, not well, but it answers some of them. And I hear my friends going, "Why can't you just enjoy it?" It's like, well, because it's bad. I ask these questions not because I want to be a nitpicking a-hole. I ask these questions because they're pertinent. They are relevant to the situation. Get them. Now go shoot people for me, thank you. Actually, can I just take over you? Now kill yourself, please. Yeah, boy. That's why I like the hand cannon. Medical kits. Could have used that earlier. And I would also imagine that in a different world where there's different choices made, especially one that got different people in different positions of power, we would see, I guess, different mannerisms from people. So, you know, like, as I said, there'd be a lot less racism, or at least to some extent there'd be less racism. We might see that Comstock is not the same person he was. Do we even know if the Comstock we're going to be facing now is the same Comstock we were worried about before? Is now all the story that we have for Lady Comstock, is that now relevant? We don't know. And of course they're going to assume and say, "Of course it's all the same," when in reality that doesn't. If that was the case, that wouldn't make sense. Then we really haven't hot timelines, or not really anyway. Or if we have, we just hop timelines that conveniently led us to specific things.
Do you hear anything? No machines. No tools.
Let's go find that gunsmith. He's upstairs now.
Look.
Ah.
Shrine. It's a figure of Comstock now.
And that might be why her husband was, or why they were allowed to have that position in high places. But he's still dead, essentially. And if these people can be linked to their other lives, if you will, where they were alive or dead or whatever, okay, that doesn't make any sense. How can they be both alive and be dead unless she's literally just rewriting history and refabricating reality and can literally rip souls from whatever underworld or upper world that people believe in or exist in this universe? It's maddening.
Mr. Lin? Chen Lin? Excuse me, Chen Lin?
Who are you? You speak up. Speak up! Can't hear you over all these machines. Very loud.
I'm Booker DeWitt.
Stand back. These machines very dangerous. Wait downstairs with Mrs. Lin.
Daisy Fitzroy sent us. We need to talk to you about getting some weapons.
Machines very dangerous. No place for stupid people. Want to lose pretty head?
Mr. Lin.
Downstairs.
What's wrong with him?
Remember him dead in that cell? Maybe in some way he remembers that too.
But we jumped timelines. We didn't rewrite time or again, like it added without this, if this wasn't here, you could just simply say, "Hey, these people are now here. We went to a different timeline where he exists," and it actually fixes that issue. It definitely leaves a bunch more open. I don't know why you had to change the core of it, but we could just go back into another timeline where he hadn't died yet and we save him. That would have been a much easier thing to deal with. And then after we're done saving him and then he dies, that would at least keep the timeline closed to where, yeah, we get to go save him. However, when we save him, you know, we get what we need from him. Then he gets captured by Fink again, and then Fink kills him. Like, then that would make it to where, you know, the next Booker and Elizabeth walk up to him, they find him dead just like we did, and then we close that cycle.
Bring Chandler back.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm looking for Mrs.
Ah, he married a white woman.
No, I mean a little Chinese lady. She was.
Booker. This is.
Oh, so this is different. So yeah, never mind.
Jen's tools. What's he got without his tools?
Oh, but see, this is another problem. The Comstock just said they are not allowed to intermarry. God dang it. So we just fixed one problem and just added another.
Tell me who took your husband's tools?
Goddamn police. They took them and locked them up in the impound in Shantytown.
God dang it. Okay, so I was wrong about one thing. Is Chen Lin is now, or sorry, Mrs. Lin is no longer Chinese or Asian. Now she's white. Literally on our way to go find Mr. Lin, Comstock had a little preach or a little sermon about how white people shouldn't be interbreeding with the non-white people. Dun dun dun. But this person not only is allowed to keep her station in life. Yeah, no, it wasn't a good idea. It was a terrible idea. From a writing perspective, from a story perspective, just from a life perspective, this is a terrible decision. So she's allowed to keep her station after intermarrying with... Oh, that sucks for him. With a non-white person. Yeah, you tell me how that would work out in an actual racist society. That wouldn't work well at all. Of course, that's 666, of course.
Need these salts?
Sure. I mean, call me crazy, right? It's gotta be me. I just let you guys fight it out. Oh, I missed. And to think, we have like a few more of these things to go. I think there's like 2 or 3 major shifts. Each one of them just gets worse than the last. Like, this one was bad. This one was really bad as to what it did. Like, what the implications were for the story. They get worse. Hand cannon ammo. But I'm more than happy to hear somebody tell me that I have it all wrong and that this is completely and totally, like, this does make sense. Or at least explain to me how the actual system works.
My finger.
Sorry, I didn't.
It's all right. It's as much a mystery to me as anyone else. Maybe Songbird knows, but he's not talking.
I'm sorry.
What for? I get to wear this stylish thimble to cover up my hideous deformity. I hold it all the way to checkbooks.
Actually, let's get you. Gotcha. Gotcha.
You need salts.
I do? I'll take it. Good lord. Jeez. Ah! 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 Got him! Get him! Get him! Alright, let's pick up my pistol again. Oh,
Elizabeth.
that might have helped. Anyway, so back to what I was thinking about characters. Is a lot of the characters are very, very, because I don't think they do anything other than just facilitate different plot points. That's it. They don't actually do anything. Like Chen Lin so far. Did we even get the guns from Chen Lin? No, but we have to get his tools. We have to get his tools. I forgot about that. We have to get his tools. Look, a vigor. Looks like a ram's head. I gotta open that somehow. Alright, let's see. Oh, dear. No. It's like a button. It's usually there's gotta be a button. It's always a button. Huh. I forget what to do here. Oh, there's an elevator. Duh. I think I come back here anyway. When I go through another tear, I end up coming right back through here because... Oh my gosh.
You must think me some sort of freak. A girl who can bring dead men back to life. Whose only acquaintance is a giant bird creature. It must seem ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
We just got dealt a bad hand.
I am not going back to that tower no matter what happens.
They won't stop until they have.
Why? What did I do to them?
You can literally go through space and time and obviously other dimensions, and on top of that you can bring the dead back to life. Your power knows no end. You are essentially God, just obviously an imperfect one.
To keep you so ignorant, you can't think of solutions to all your problems. To keep you chasing that almighty silver eagle so you can buy everything they're selling to keep you down, brothers. But Daisy Fitzroy says there's another way coming real soon.
Yeah, she's a commie, I think.
These people are like this because of Fink. Maybe Daisy's right. Maybe she should pay him back for all of this.
Not before she pays us. We're here for guns and then the airship.
Don't even care. I'm grabbing my health. Whoops. I killed an unarmed black man. I feel bad now. Alright. So yeah, this guy uses company script. So, and again, another thing is that when we jump timelines like that, why wouldn't we see different people? Like, why would we see Fink continue to be kind of a heartless piece of crap?
Barely making a goddamn dent.
There's a tear over there. On it.
Food! Out of my way!
And whose food did we just take? Does it still exist in that realm as well? You know what? It doesn't even matter. It's making my head hurt trying to figure this crap out.
Want it?
That'll do.
Again, we don't understand her power, and that it just leads to more questions. I think is really what I'm getting at, is that there's so many, it just creates more and more problems because they keep adding more and more power to her.
I don't understand. Some people are treated like men. And others like
Yes, 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 yes,
Plenty of
yes.
places down below where you'll find more of the same.
Like
Can I free them?
wounded knee.
Yeah, like a wounded knee.
Alright, let's see here. Nothing else to look for. Gear! Skyline, I don't care about that, so let's just take that. What the hell? Oh, his jaw's missing. I thought he had fangs, and I was like, oh, what the, like, why would you... Heeb? 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 Heeb. I do not know what that means. Oh, I'll point it at whoever I want, sister.
Okay, there's the impound.
We're gonna have to get through an army to get those tools.
Let's see. I need... Get you some...
I need more time to look.
Okay, that's fine. I will say the mind control vigor in this one is, I think, better than the one in Bioshock 1. It actually works the way it's supposed to. Is it in Rage? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who's shooting at me? And why are you shooting at me? I'm your friend. I would never hurt you. I would never hurt you. Oh, yeah, you are. I'm lying. I would totally hurt you. Alright. Move. Ow! Go, get him. Whee! We're gonna go sliding around. We're gonna be amazing. Whee! And this really impractical way to get around. Don't know why this exists. BAM! Kind of hard to get me cornered when I have that giant skyhook thing. Oh, jeez. That sounds awful. What was that? Oh my gosh. Why is something shooting rockets? It hurts so bad. Got it. One down. Oh my god, there's more. There's more! Ow. 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 And I'm running out of ammo. Give me ammo. I require ammo. Give me ammo, sir. Your job is not to do anything other than give me ammo. Ow. Wait, is there more people here? Are you a baddie? Where are you? Whatever. Yeah, another thing that I always I want to bring back up is that, remember at the very beginning, you had that really creepy, weird, cultish kind of thing. The first time we saw it again was just now with Mrs. Lynn in a separate timeline. That was the last time, or sorry, that was the next time we saw. Wow, that's actually a pretty cool costume. I didn't notice that until now. Can I shoot that? No, I can't. That was the first time we saw, dude. That's a pretty epic suit. I will not lie. I like the glowing mask thing. That's a cool addition. I like that.
Patriot, over there!
Patriot. Oh, it's that Tin Man thing. Eh. Can I jump over there. Thank you. Let's jump. So what's over here? What can I grab? Oh, that looks awful. What was even here?
Well, Fitzroy, you got a look hunting in you, if nothing else. Dropped a couple grizzly traps around the lines up here. Idea was to bleed one of your couriers till he gave you up. Set the course. You're using kids now. Now I got this tiny engine boy eyeballing me. Tried to take his leg off. Damn thing's just lying here between us. I sure wish he'd cry or something.
Oh, what? Now we're all of a sudden caring about the lessers? That's adorable. But see, there's some real, actual, there's some actual growth there. See, that guy, he's a heartless monster. And then he had to do something heartless to a child, and now all of a sudden he feels guilty. So that's what we call character growth. And we just met him. He's brand new to us. I thought I blew you up, man. Well, you're blown up now, so I guess I'll take it. Now, granted, a child that got his leg cut off and not crying, I don't know if I want to meet that kid. I'm not gonna lie about that. Oof, that looks bad.
Help me out with this lock.
I can do that. Ready.
It's got more ammo than my current gun. Okay, and I want to say the next tear isn't far from here. These people love statues, man. And yet we still don't know why this city actually floats. Like, you know, I mean, again, I'm going to keep referencing back to the first game. The beginning of BioShock 1, you know, he literally tells us why his city exists at the bottom of the ocean. And his point was that his city could not exist anywhere else because it had to exist at the bottom of the ocean. Well, how did he do it? Well, he's an extremely intelligent person, and whenever we meet people who helped him build it, they actually talk about its maintenance. They actually talk about what it took. We see pictures of what it took. Again, I mean, I guess there is... I was told there's some lore here that actually is worthwhile, but it doesn't seem like there is much in here. Aside from propaganda. Again, like, what did that add? What did that add? I'm going to ask that. What was the purpose of that? I can't think of one. I guess unless you really, really, really like this game and you just want to see more of that stuff, which, okay, fine, whatever. Everybody has their vices and their virtues. Oops, wrong button. That's 60 rounds. All right, I'll take that.
Go ahead.
Done.
There's no escape.
Get you some. All right. Don't do that. That's so mean. Pushing is mean. Gotcha. Eh. Jeez, that blew my freaking shield apart immediately. Oh, jeez, it's just Elizabeth. Oh, this is open.
Look out, Patriots!
He's fine.
For death has no sting.
That's not true. Death's got lots of sting. Of course. Oh god, did I not do any damage to that thing?
You bet. Need these salts?
Jeez.
Okay, catch.
Oh god, that hurt. Just die already. Oh man.
Elizabeth,
All right. Sorry, that's all I've got.
And again, like the stuff we pull out of other dimensions, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, you got everything comes from somewhere else. Either A, you're bringing that dimension here, or B, you're yanking it out of another one, and we don't explain that. Again, that's a smaller. It's not nearly as big as, like, you know, you just completely destroyed how your world works, and you destroyed your characters by essentially just us abandoning them in another dimension. But you know, whatever. And there we have it. Like that's I think the first big massive break was the removal of, or the changing of dimensions.
They argued something fierce at night, Lady Comstock and the Prophet. Could never make out what it was about from my bunk, though. After the worst, I seen she ain't left for morning prayer. So I crept upstairs to check in on her. Like a fool, I lingered. Scullery maid was what they called me when I walked into Comstock House. Murderer was what they shouted when I ran out.
now we just have to get them back to the box. Then we get our airship.
So Daisy finds Lady Comstock murdered. So maybe Comstock murdered her? I can't remember this part of the story. Alright, let's... Hello. More friends! Get him. Oh, okay. Where? I thought you were giving me ammo, you stupid... Yeah. Alright, let's see here. What we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, hand cannon, and... I'll take it. Ooh. That looks pretty.
There's the job and there's life. They pay me to hate the goddamn Vox, and I take their money, but what's the harm of having a drink with Fitzroy's people? Face to face at the graveyard shift, why they're just folk. Well, I guess I fell into the goddamn bottle because I stumbled back without the evidence locker key. If Schmidt finds out, well, there'll be hell to pay.
Alright. And you know, another thing that actually is coming to my mind is the fact that we no longer see the we saw a little bit of this, but like we no longer see a distinction between the whites that are like the Americans versus the Irish or the Italians, like we saw in that one gaming area where, like, you know, they got, you know, the family, or that one lady got mad because her son was kissing on all the girls and some of them were Irish, and it's like, oh no.
It's done.
Let's do more shield. Could always use more shield. Killing the devil's kiss structure, your bucking bone cause effects to chain to nearby enemies. That might be working. I like my ability to speed through things. Oof, I also like the carbine. I don't know when this was made, the M1, because to me this looks like an M1 carbine. I don't know when this was made. I do like them though. Let's go see if we can find that, or just find a way to get into here. Oh,
Can you open this?
I can do that. There. Who are we really helping by getting guns for the Vox Populi?
It's gonna help us.
Daisy can make a change, can't she? Make things better for the people here.
You can literally fabricate a reality. You just keep jumping to a reality that makes sense to you or that you like. Why does it matter? You could literally go to a version of Columbia where you never met Booker and that you're still in the tower. Like, or a version where they don't even have a Booker. Those are really big roaches. Holy crap, those are massive F-off roaches. That would scare the living daylights out of me. Like, if I was just walking around and there was one almost half the size of my foot just skittering by, man, I'd be flipping my lid. You hear me hit an octave that I've never hit before. Now how are we gonna get these there? I know, let's teleport them through space and time. Yep. Sounds about right. Oh look, money. I like money.
You hold on to this.
Just found a bag of them and it's like, oh, by the way, here's one more. It's like, oh, thank God. Alright, so we got all that. Now what? Okay, I got him. I got it.
Sure as hell aren't gonna be able to carry all this back to the shop. God, man, think this whole thing. What is that?
It looks like a tear to another version of this room that doesn't have any tools.
Oh my God.
If the tools aren't in there,
Then they must be back
back at the shop.
Oh.
Go into this tear.
Can I just smack my head against this wall?
Are you sure you want to go now?
Alright, here we go again. I just got done pissing and moaning about the last one. Here we go. So, again, we are now abandoning this timeline and going to another one.
Do it.
Or are we merging them? I don't know. It's all a nightmare.
Well, that did something.
Come on, let's head back to the gunsmith and finish our deal. I aim to be on that airship. We'll shut up this place for a while.
Booker, if the Vox get their weapons, there's going to be a revolution just like Les Miserables. These people are gonna have to...
Ooh, the blood of angry men. Okay, so basically we have now torn two different a-holes into the world, and we are now back to we've now, I guess, put the gun machines back at Chenlin's area and in a timeline where Chenlin is still alive. But for some reason we couldn't do that originally, even though she can create these tears.
You ever see a forest at the beginning of a fire? For the first flame, you see them possums and squirrels running through the trees. They know what's coming. But the fat bears with their bellies full of honey, well, you can't hardly wake them up from their comfortable hibernation. We're going to Emporium, and then we're gonna see what it takes to rouse them from their slumber.
And it's the exact same problem, except now we've just... Alright, I'm just gonna kill you just to make it easier on yourself. It's the same problem, but now we've just doubled it, essentially. And it just compounds the issue. So now we have a world where Vox exists. Okay, fine.
Things can change, Booker, and we can be a part of it.
I don't want to be a
Oh my God, if this was science, we'd all be dead.
I'll shut up this place.
That's not changed. And this is a timeline where the Vox have taken over. Or at least they're winning. So again, now we've changed. So even if the first one... Even if the first Daisy wanted us... So we've jumped twice, and we are supposed to believe that that two different Daisies made the same deal with two different two different Bookers and Elizabeths. Even though they've made different decisions here, we are supposed to believe that they've made the exact same. Wow, that looks really, really, really dumb. We are expected to believe they made the exact same decisions. Oh, that was oh, whoops, my bad. Please don't shoot me, rest of the Vox Populi. Alright. I'm actually curious because now we know that Comstock probably murdered his wife. But again, in all these timelines, everything remains the same except for the things they want to change. So, like, for all we know, there was a timeline that we went through and didn't even realize it where Comstock never murdered his wife. Like, which also means there's a timeline where, well, never mind, I'm not going to get to it yet.
You Booker DeWitt, the hero of the Vox.
What the hell are they talking about?
Look at that poster. In this world, you're a hero.
I remember I led the Vox. Slade and I burned down the Hall of Heroes.
Booker. Your nose. You're
Hard to think. Two memories in the same
bleeding. Booker, come
place.
back to me. We're going to find Daisy Fitzroy.
So wouldn't that make the deal completely useless to us now? And does that mean that his deal with, not Fitzroy, but whoever gave him his deal originally is still... What just happened? So he was supposed to have his debt wiped away. Wouldn't him now leading the Vox... Again, he's got a completely different life here. So now wouldn't that mean that his life is now completely changed? Does he even need to be here anymore? So that deal should be off now because, right? So all the work we've done now is useless because we just needed to go to the right timeline where I was a hero. Oh, this is making my head hurt just trying to think through all the crap this has to do. So what was the purpose of everything we just went through?
These folk need a better class of hero. When it comes down to it, the only difference between Comstock and Fitzroy is how you spell the name.
That's fair. Oh, and she can bring people back from the dead.
There's a sniper, Booker.
What's this? This is the charge. Drink the bottle. I do like the animations though here. I mean, I wish that Bioshock 1 had done more of this stuff. Like every single time you got one, you got like a new little animation for it. That'd be really cool. Alright, so I'm going to use this then, since now I'm going to be able to charge at people.
Elizabeth!
Alright, let's see here.
I haven't found anything.
Ow!
Thanks.
That hurt. Oh god. Oh wow, I just shot that out of the air. That's cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't blow me up, man. I ain't done nothing to you. Alright, I'm just gonna leave. Just gonna leave. Everything's fine. Let's just leave. Ugh. Let's see.
Well, I guess we did it.
Did what?
I don't know if I brought us to a world where the Vox had weapons. Or I created one.
Oh god. Which again makes the entire deal we just made with Fitzroy useless and obsolete, because that timeline now doesn't have a Booker or an Elizabeth. Or in this timeline, at least in this timeline, we know what happened to Booker. He's dead. So then what happened to Elizabeth? Like again, like, we can't just simply say that, oh, well, it just works out. Like, no. Like, when you're jumping timelines, oh, look, Chenlin's dead.
This is not what I meant to have happen.
Elizabeth,
They're dead.
let's leave this place. Let's go to the factory and get our airship.
Ugh.
This isn't our responsibility, none of it. You just opened a door to this world and we stepped through.
Are you sure, Booker? Did I just bring us to a world where Chenlin was alive, or did I create it?
Oh, God.
I told you I always thought that my little trick was a form of wish fulfillment. I got my wish.
Let's finally listen to this guy now.
Looks like I got a friend in town after all. Slate. He's fell in with these Vox Populi. And for irregulars, I will say, they're loaded for bear. Problem is, I gotta help them with their damn revolution first. Then we take Comstock House by storm. I do that, I get the girl.
So same Booker doing a different thing, but he dies in the process. So he fails. But where's the other two Bookers? And did a Booker go into our timeline? Like, that's another thing I was just curious about. Although the last question really isn't a game-breaking one, since that one's not one that's really pertinent. If we left something behind, it doesn't necessarily mean that it needs to be fulfilled. It's just nice to know.
You hold on to this.
And again, if you notice, they're actually asking some of the questions that make the game broken, but they'll never answer them. Let's see. I'll have to wrap this up soon. I know we're getting close to the end. At least I think we're getting close to the end. Oh, I need more ammo. Let's see, carbine ammo. All right.
Watch out, Patriot!
There we go. Yeah, why not a Columbia where the Vox Populi are in charge or something like that? Like, entirely in charge. Or a version where Comstock is actually the good guy or whatever. And then more importantly is if we had beaten the game, or if the story had continued on the first timeline, would the ending be the same? Like, would the outcome have been the same as it is in this timeline?
Open it.
And I'm sure the answer is, well, it doesn't really matter because, you know, that's not the timeline we're looking at. That's not the way they wanted to make it. It's like, yeah, but they're pertinent questions because now you have a timeline where a Booker and an Elizabeth just disappeared. There's no one there anymore. Ow!
They can't get that door open unless someone takes that airship out.
So do we ever gonna see Slate again? I don't even know. It's a weird way of saying something like that. It's a really long jump, man. Okay, how do I get up there? They got a latch or something that I can jump to? Or am I just taking a ride to take a ride right now? I think I'm just taking a ride to take a ride right now. So really, I'm not quite. Oh. All right, that's. All right, there's that. Okay, and there's that. There's the one thing down. All right, can I shoot at you? No, nothing really happening there. Can I jump to you? Man, like just imagine just jumping and there's nothing below you like that, man, and you're just able to make some freaking insane jumps. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be aiming at right now. What am I doing wrong here? I genuinely don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Ride the rails. We'll keep riding the rails. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Is there anything over here I can use? No. Am I not supposed to be on the rails right now? Oh, there we go. So let's see. Okay, let's... No. Yes, there we go.
Need to sabotage the engine and bring this thing down.
Yeah, boy. Too bad I wasted a lot of ammo earlier.
Look out, Patriot!
Rejoice? I don't really feel like rejoicing. This doesn't seem like rejoice kind of moments.
Much obliged.
Sorry, that's all I've got.
Like, this is the reason why this game is bad, is that it leaves so many questions and doesn't answer any of them. Then to top it off, it convolutes itself trying to be deep, and it's like, I don't say deep. It's trying to be complicated, and I wouldn't even call this complicated. It's just broken. It makes no sense, and I'm willing to believe unbelievable things, like a city at the bottom of the ocean is relatively unbelievable. However, it is more believable than a city floating in the air. You know, that's the first thing. So you need to actually tell me why something is possible in a universe. You know, I'm willing to believe that somebody is able to build something at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. That is extremely doable because we have underwater facilities that exist today, just not on that scale. We don't have anything that's a flying fortress city that can hold any. Well, I mean, we just don't have that. It doesn't exist. If the engine is dead, why is that? What is this? Looks like an engine to me. And I'm turning. It's not good. Is there more? Okay. Nope, can't go that way. I guess I'm going out the way I came in. But that doesn't make sense. Ow! Oh, I guess I died because I didn't get off the blimp. Do I have to do this again? Oh, I guess there it goes. Okay. This game is like, you're too dumb to get off the falling blimp, so I have to fix it for you. That's fair, game. That's fair. Alright, in the next area, we'll be calling it a night. But yeah, the main issue whenever this happens, I've kind of gone over it, but every single time it happens, it just gets worse. The dying part?
Let's go find Daisy in the factory.
The gates are open! Now let's take their heads!
Yeah. So we're going to call it a night right here. So I hope everybody enjoyed watching this evening. So I'll be on... Actually, I probably will not be on tomorrow. That's one of the changes I'm going to be making to the schedule is in order to facilitate some stuff I have to do at home, I'm probably going to have to stop streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm going to take that off the schedule tomorrow morning. I want to try a few new things as well. I want to be able to have some time to plan for them, so I might keep that permanent so that I have 2 days to plan what I'm going to do, what I'm going to talk about, and see, maybe play around with some ideas so that I'm not doing this every single night. But we'll see. So I hope everybody enjoyed watching. I will see you all Wednesday. I hope you all have a good day tomorrow, and I will see you then.